welcome to all our viewers. A big hello from me, Vasudha Sharma. You're watching Property It's Hot, your weekend guide to latest trends in real estate and home decor. Coming up today on the show. Why have Indians become the biggest property investors of Dubai? Is there a way to strengthen and make your house earthquake resistant? And take a second look at your old house items. They could be recycled as furniture. The pain in India's real estate market has been Dubai's gain. Reports indicate that Indians have become the largest non-Arab investors in Dubai's property market at a time when sales of luxury properties in India have nosedived. But why are investors picking Dubai over India's top cities? Nikhil Narayan Shivdas digs out the answers.
Kamal Puri is the founder and president of Skyline Group UAE. Ranked one of the top Indian leaders in the Arab world by Forbes magazine, his investments in the Dubai property market include prime projects and landmarks such as the Burj Khalifa.
I invested in 2008 is Icon building Burj Khalifa because that is the address. These are certain spots where commercial returns are quite good.
A high net worth individual, Kamal Puri's investments reflect the direction India's wealthy are taking. At a time when India's real estate sector is struggling, Indians today have become the largest non-Arab investors in real estate in Dubai, with a little over $820 million invested in just the first quarter of 2015.
We have seen a complete mix of investors from India. Some are end users, some are investors. Investors tend to look at apartment products. A lot of our villa communities in Akoya and Akoya Oxygen are appealing to end user Indian nationals.
Thanks to the RBI relaxing limits, Indians today can spend up to $250,000 a year abroad. Here, Dubai is proving to be attractive for Indians thanks to its proximity, its high standards of living, developed infrastructure, a lack of taxes, and its status as an international trade and financial hub. Add to this the fact that construction in Dubai does not get delayed as much as it does in India, and the fact that real estate prices here are cheaper, and what you have is a compelling reason for Indians to invest here.
If you look at the price per square foot, it's half that of Mumbai. If you look at where Dubai ranks in a global cities, it is still a very affordable, attractive place to live.
A transparent and efficient real estate sector is another reason why Dubai is a hot favorite with Indian investors who continue to remain wary of the real estate sector back home, in spite of having a chance to score higher returns.
Escrow account is not fully operative. The consumer protection acts are not there. So these are some of the flaws. So whatever investment I have made, I am not putting a new investment time being.
In the meantime, Dubai's position as a property hotspot is set to solidify even further, with the government moving to develop additional infrastructure and facilities to host the World Expo 2020.
The expo that's coming up in Dubai at the end of this decade, the construction of the new airport, all of these things are going to help to keep Dubai a vibrant and growing city. So I think the prospects for the next 3-5 years are good. And
if anybody is looking for a good return on their investment, I would say buy now whilst the prices are stabilizing and in fact going down, because we're predicting prices to go up in Dubai, certainly by the end of 2018, which will be 2 years just before Expo.
While things may look positive on the surface, experts say the Dubai government must ensure the property market here doesn't overheat like it did back in 2007-8. If that is managed, then investments from both global and Indian investors here will only rise. From Mumbai, Nikhil Narayan Shivdas, NDTV.
In the aftermath of the devastating earthquake that struck Nepal, here in India, the big question we are asking ourselves is whether we'll be safe when a big quake hits our city. But the truth is that earthquakes don't kill, buildings do, which is why it is important to talk about the ways to strengthen your existing building to be more quake resistant. Here's how. constructed buildings in India follow an old logic. The stronger and stiffer the building, the more structural muscle it has. But past examples prove that these common reinforced concrete or RC buildings fall apart during strong earthquake shaking. Modern science presents a solution where buildings are retrofitted with modern devices known as dampers. A damper is literally like putting a hydraulic shock absorber to break the shaking of a building during an earthquake. The damper will dampen the displacement, which means minimize damage.
Whenever there is a horizontal force, the building starts swaying and the friction damper will start slipping. The minute it starts slipping, it is dissipating energy. Now, what does an earthquake do? An earthquake pumps in energy into a structure, but then the structure is not safe. Structure is absorbing the energy. So we want an external device to be installed which will dissipate the energy, much like an automobile brake.
India has just begun toying with the idea of seismic dampers. Important structures like hospitals and now upscale residential buildings have adopted the most basic friction damper. These are steel braces that slip against each other, absorbing the massive energy produced during an earthquake. This is an example of a friction damper installed in this tilt building in Gurgaon. Considered the most affordable by structural experts, friction dampers are known to last you a lifetime, with maintenance limited to just painting them regularly. Viscous dampers are the other type. They are piston-type cylinders that contain a silicon-based fluid to soak in the earthquake energy. Friction dampers are estimated to cost about 30 rupees per square foot, while viscous dampers come in the higher range, suitable for commercial structures. But mostly international players offer these two damping solutions in India. So how will we undertake a nationwide retrofitting effort if dampers demand big investment? IIT Delhi says it is close to a solution. It is testing out a prototype called the yielding damper, which it is targeting for the masses.
जो हम अभी डैम्पर देख रहे हैं कि कोई एक कॉमन मैन उसको आराम से बना सके विथ लिटिल स्किल इन द वेल्डिंग बोल्टिंग इस काइंड ऑफ थिंग। आपका मिस्त्री क्या करेगा, सीधा जाके वो डैम्पर को फिट कर सकता है। तो हमारा जो आइडिया है कि हमारा जो टारगेट एप्लीकेशन ये है कि ये ज़्यादा कॉस्टली नहीं होना चाहिए, ये बहुत ही कम पैसे में बन जाए और बनने के बाद भी ये इंस्टॉलेशन जब करते हैं बिल्डिंग में वो भी सिंपल हो।
Redeveloping India's huge old building stock may not be feasible. Therefore, dampers are the smartest and the easiest solution to strengthen weak buildings. Those on stilts especially need to be targeted, as even the National Disaster Management Authority has called them structurally riskier. With camera person AJ Joseph, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV. And now for the hottest buzz on the street for the latest properties in town, it's time for Property Buzz that brings you the latest news.
The bill to set up a regulator for the real estate sector has once again been stalled. The opposition unanimously pushed for the real estate bill to be sent to the Select Committee of the Rajya Sabha, where it enjoys majority. This comes close after Congress leader Rahul Gandhi met home buyers campaigning against their delayed projects. The Congress is maintaining the line that the bill has been made pro-builder by the BJP government. Reports claim that the Environment Minister has cleared the final notification on the size of the reserved area around the Okhla Bird Sanctuary in Noida that has held up possession of thousands of ready flats. Sources in these reports claim that things have been speeded up and a final notice will be out in the next few days. Last year, the Environment Ministry had sought public comments on the draft notification, which keeps the boundary at 1.27 kilometers on one side and 100 meters on the others. Sources claim the ministry will make no change to this. Home loan borrowers now have more reason to cheer as 3 more state-owned banks have cut their base rates by 50 to 25 points each. Bank of Baroda, State Bank of Bikaner and Jaipur, and State Bank of Hyderabad reduced their base rates days after Bank of India and weeks after other majors like State Bank of India, ICICI Bank, and HDFC Bank trimmed their interest rates. As of now, ICICI Bank offers the lowest rate in the industry at 9.75%. Bangalore-based Mantri Developers has launched its first residential project in Pune's Kharadi by the name Mantri Vantage. The project is located behind the Zensar IT Park and is located close to other IT parks, schools, hospitals and malls. At Mantri Vantage, the company is developing 2 and 3 BHK luxury apartments. These will be automated apartments which would give the resident control of the home from anywhere they are. The project provides a view of the Mulla Mutha River along with landscape gardens, a swimming pool and many sporting activities.
And with that, we slip into a very short break on Property It's Hot. We'll come back and check out how recycled furniture is the latest trend in home decor. Last week we showed you how simple and cost-effective it was to compost your waste right at home. Today we travel to 2 townships who claim to have gone zero waste with the help of some smart technology. How and how can we pitch in? Take a look. The Kamboj household in Noida's Gaur city claims to be a zero waste home. They're doing their bit for the planet by separating their food waste from the other items they throw out.
जो हमारा एयर है उसकी क्वालिटी जो है वो अच्छी मिलेगी और बीमारी भी उससे कम लगेगी.
Next, the waste collection team at their apartment complex gets into action. Going door to door, they gather segregated garbage from residents. Ultimate destination is this high-tech waste disposal machine. Garbage in and rich manure out in just 24 hours. The greenery of this developing township and the jobs for the local support staff all sourced from household waste. It's a unique experiment whose success Gaur City is testing out with one machine first.
करीबन 1 टन कूड़ा तक डेली को जो है वो मैनिक्योर में कन्वर्ट कर देती है. And investment wise is hardly जो है 7 to 10 lakh rupees per 600 flat you can say जो है. So I think this is doable, not much investment.
From zero garbage apartments, we are now heading into India's largest zero waste green colony, New Moti Bagh in Delhi. Be it garbage, dirty water, kitchen waste, plastics or garden waste, everything is recycled and reused inside this township. This Latvian-style colony, home to the government's top bureaucrats, functions on a war footing each day when it comes to its waste management. Wastewater from each household is treated at this plant, literally without a stink, and then used to maintain the greenery. Household waste is segregated and then turned into manure. So neither wastewater nor solid waste. There is no discharge from this colony into the municipal system. Plastics are also turned into fuel, while horticulture waste becomes biomass coal for barbecues.
There is no sewer connection with municipal corporation. It means that we are not paying any sewer charges to NDMC or MCD because they charge, for every sewer connection. So that money also we are saving.
The big takeaway from Gaur City and New Moti Bagh is that they've eliminated the cost of transporting garbage to overflowing landfills and have instead found solutions in-house. But for their examples to be adopted industry-wide, they have to be made financially sustainable. The latest draft Municipal Solid Waste Management Rules 2015 were released by the Environment Ministry recently. And environmentalists say even the ministry wants to encourage citizens to deal with their waste themselves.
This rule has categorically mentioned that there needs to be provisions to incentivize decentralized waste management plants. So which is a very good move, because until now what was happening was that if there is a community who is trying to manage their own waste, they're not being given any benefit. If I as a resident am able to save a lot of money to municipality, why is not municipality even ready to give me perhaps 10% rebate or 5% rebate in my property tax?
With the Environment Ministry also emphasizing waste segregation at source, the task at hand is now to raise awareness among people. With camera person K. Ravi, Vasudha Sharma, NDTV. Furnishing your home can cost a fortune, and not to mention the additional time and energy that goes into picking new furniture for your address. But just how often do we look around in our own home for ordinary household items that could be of great help in such a case? Homeowners are now realizing this and upcycling their furniture pieces to add an eclectic touch to their homes. Ankita Sinha checks out.
When Santoshi decided to do up her home, her top objective was including touches from her childhood into every room of her house. Be it the rich tree trunk tea table adorning the dining space or a wash basin made out of a spice mortar. Almost every single piece of decor in Santoshi's house is unique and most importantly made from upcycled material.
You go rustic, you go upcycled, you see a lot of wood, you see a lot of terracotta, you see a lot of yourself in it. You see a lot of what you grew up with. Everything in my home, everything in my space is something where if you just run your hand through it, like, you know, you're going to have some kind of sensation. If it's a log and you run your hand through it, it speaks to you. It evokes certain feelings.
Homeowners across Mumbai city are now getting innovative with decorating their homes. Like Santoshi, many of them are giving a twist to cast-away materials and turning them into beautiful pieces, making lovely lamps out of clay pots or a chimney made out of parts of a washing machine. Almost every scrap of your home can be given a whole new look and put to good use. While a few homeowners are hands-on and prefer giving a personal touch to their upcycled furniture, others find their savior in professionals like Nishant Badami and Aziz Kachwala. Nishant, for instance, started off by creating upcycled furniture as a hobby. But today, homeowners know her as one crafty lady who can make them uniquely crafted furniture.
It's all recycled furniture, so it's tables, cupboards, lamps included, everything made from material that usually would go waste. For instance, if there's an old house that's getting broken down or refurbished, then I'm there as the modern bhangar wali, you know, to pick up all the old doors or old tiles or anything. Absolutely anything. I've made a lamp out of, I've made a chandelier out of an old table base that someone had lying around and they wanted to get rid of.
Unlike Nishant, who dabbles with recyclable materials at a smaller scale, Aziz Kachwala's Attin has been a part of this industry for quite some time now. Be it making doors and railings out of scrap metal or making chairs out from ropes woven out of old scraps of cloth, Attin cater to their share of niche customers. So who are the people who usually opt for these handmade furniture?
There are people who are genuinely all about recycling, but more people I think who are the advertising public or people who have been working in the media who are very creative or artists and the like, as well as people who are going with the trend in whatever is happening in the world of interiors abroad.
Affordability is the key factor here. Since each piece of decor is very difficult to replicate and mass production is not an option in this case, the prices of upcycled furniture often ends up being slightly higher than the market price for regular furniture. While prices for Nishant's furniture ranges anywhere between 1,000 rupees to 12,000 rupees, Aziz charges anywhere between 5,000 to 80,000 rupees in special cases of customized pieces. But despite the pricing, buyers are still open to investing in upcycled decor as the need to express themselves wins out.
It's a trend that was developed over time, and it's kind of come to India as well now. And this awareness of design and this awareness of cultural continuity and continuity of memory and is something that's catching on. So customers are asking for things that are more eclectic, that are more quirky.
While some design upcycled furniture to express themselves, some do it to hold on to a part of their memories, and a few others go for it due to its environmental benefits. But no matter what your reason, the trend of upcycled furniture is definitely catching on. From Mumbai, Ankita Sinha for NDTV.
And that brings us to a close on this edition of Property It's Hot. Send us your questions and suggestions to hotproperty@ndtv.com and do connect with us on our webpage and Twitter handle. From the entire team, thank you for watching. Goodbye.